Did you know that there are more than 2 million blog posts written every day? Hello and welcome back to Writer Sanctuary. Today I'm going to talk about why I blog instead of spending my time writing for content mills. This is a question that my retaining client asked me a few weeks ago about why I spend so much time on my personal blogs instead of writing for sites like Textbroker. I would make more money. In fact, statistically, I would double my income if I did. However, I got a few solid reasons as to why I don't write for content mills as often as I do anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still write for them periodically from time to time, but I don't put nearly as much effort into it as I used to. First thing is that many of my blog posts wind up making me more money in the long run. Now, a 1,000 word article on Textbroker will bring in about $14. But the same article on my website, well, if I spend the same amount of time, winds up generating anywhere between 30 and 40. That's because of the AdSense that I have on the blog. It's comparing two different types of income. You have Textbroker, which is more short term and they pay out every Friday, or you can play the long game with a blog post, which will take anywhere from a year to two to actually generate any decent amount of income. Unless you have a popular blog, then you can probably make that money real quick. So that's one of the highlights to writing a blog post for my own, is that in the long term I might wind up making 4 or 5 times more money. Secondly, I put more effort into blogging because I want recognition. Now, when you're writing for Textbroker, you are a ghostwriter, which means your name does not get attached to that piece. But once you sell it, the client can do whatever they want with it. I'm getting to a point where I would like to have my name on something. Next, I use my blogs to build myself as a brand. I would like to be known for more than just a glorified blogger, which is kind of what I am at the moment. Like when I Google myself, I see all these successful doctors and lawyers. Very little about me as a writer. And don't get me wrong, it's not all about fortune and glory, but I would like to be more than just what I am. I always strive to improve no matter what. I think that's part of the key to life. Being more than you are and striving to be better. Never assume that you're the end-all be-all. Another reason why I blog more than I write for Textbroker is because my retainers pay me quite well. With my retaining clients, there's less of an emphasis on trying to make as much money as I can on Textbroker. True, I'm paid on salary, which means I get paid whether there's little work or I spend the next 3 days solid writing, but it all comes out in the wash. I get paid fairly well. And these retaining clients give me time to put into other projects that I want to do, such as my blogs or these videos. And in the end, I wind up doing both. So I do spend quite a bit of time blogging and making these videos, but I also go back to Textbroker whenever I need a little bit of extra cash. I don't want my account to seem stagnant and lose any credibility I have. I still get invited to teams. I still have clients that ask me for content. So I'll make sure all those are done, but I don't really spend too much time in the open pool anymore. That's only because I have a retaining client. If it wasn't for this client that I got now, I would be spending quite a bit of time on Textbroker instead of writing these blogs. Now, I'm not saying that my blogs bring in a ton of money or that I'm rich or anything like that. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It took a while before any of my websites began generating enough income to even pay for themselves. Now I'm bringing enough money to pay the hosting, I pay for the domains, I have the SSLs all attached to it, and I dump a few bucks here and there into improving the website more by buying new tools, but aside from that, they're still kind of slowly getting up there. Whoever says that you can start a blog tonight and become a millionaire is full of shit. But I'm not trying to become a millionaire. For the most part, I created my websites to help other people. In fact, with Crossing Colorado and Writer Sanctuary, I didn't have any plans for monetizing it. I simply wanted to share my journey of weight loss and try to show people how to write like I do. Just trying to be helpful. But now that they're starting to bring in a little bit of money, I spend a little bit more time writing content for them. I'm looking forward to the date where all I can do is blog without having to worry about my retaining clients or using Textbroker. Statistically, I'm about 10 to 20 years away from that. So if you have a blog, why did you start it to begin with? Leave it in the comments down below. As for me, I'm going to get off this video so I can go back to writing because I got a ton of bills to pay. I'll see you tomorrow.